Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Ezekiel Elliott wants Dallas Cowboys return as Dak Prescott influence clear to see. Ezekiel Elliott might be heading back to the Dallas Cowboys before the 2024 season starts, with both parties keen on a reunion. After 7 seasons with the Cowboys, Elliott left last offseason and signed a 1-year contract with the New England Patriots, but that spell in Foxborough is over and Elliott is seeking a new home. Tony Pollard, who was the Cowboys' starting running back in 2023 after being franchise tagged, has since moved to the Tennessee Titans, leaving them with Rico Dowdle, Deuce Vaughn, Malik Davis, and Snoop Conner the position. The Cowboys have been among the quietest teams in free agency, with huge contracts looming for wide receiver CeeDee Lamb and defensive superstar Micah Parsons. According to ESPN, the Cowboys could turn to Elliott for his experience, and he would likely come at a low cost as well, which would help with those extensions on the horizon. The Cowboys could turn to the 2024 NFL Draft, although the position is not thought to be strong in this year's selection, another reason Elliott could be of value. Despite recording career lows with the Patriots last season, he stepped up in the final 6 weeks after Ramondre Stevenson was sidelined with a high ankle sprain, proving he can still be a threat. Elliott, who will turn 29 this summer, is looking forward to his 9th NFL season. The former 4th overall pick from the 2016 NFL Draft never wanted to leave the Cowboys in 2023, so a return to Dallas would be a dream come true for him. Dak Prescott, the quarterback, sees Elliott as one of his best mates. "That's my best friend," Prescott told the Dallas Morning News when Elliott was let go last year. "We'll keep working hard and pushing each other. He looks fantastic. I can't wait to see what opportunities he gets next, and I'm always his biggest fan." In the end, Elliott signed with the Patriots, and now he's in the same situation as last season, without a team, having never wanted to leave Dallas in the first place. "I want to stay here," Elliott said before he was let go. "I don't know what the future holds, but I really want to stay." Last season at the Patriots, Elliott had the lowest number of carries, 184, rushing yards, 642, rushing touchdowns, 3 yards per carry, 3.5 yards from scrimmage, 955, and total touchdowns, 5, in his career. Despite these lows, he still led the team in rushing yards, 642, and catches, 51, having not played much until Week 13. In the last 6 weeks, Elliott had 120 runs for 464 yards and 3 touchdowns. Cowboys, depending on unproven players in 2024, screams Jerry Jones. Some of you probably read the title of this post and either have no idea what I'm talking about or think I'm dumb. Couldn't be both, but if we are being honest with ourselves, the title is exactly what Jerry Jones and the Cowboys are doing. Depending on players who are unproven in the National Football League to save the day. Wake up, Jerry, you've tried this for how many years, and you have done nothing but failed. Heck, you've even wasted Hall of Famers, but we know how this goes. Jerry wants to do things his way or no way. It will never change. Let's start here. The Cowboys have already lost 5 starters to other teams in 2024, they've added 1. Eric Kendricks. Dallas lost Dorrance Armstrong, Tyler Baiadas, Tony Pollard, Dante Fowler, Jonathan Hankins, Neville Gallimore, and Tyron Smith. Meanwhile, Bobby Belt of 105.3 The Fan, the Cowboys spent just $11.13 million this offseason. Not only is that the lowest amount in the NFL, it's a third of what the second lowest team spent. Here we go again, Jerry Jones is going to try and depend on 3 rookies inside the top 175, and unproven veterans on the roster to make up the gap. They will likely use their first-round pick on an offensive lineman to fill a big hole there, and then use the second-round pick on a linebacker. If they don't draft a running back until the 3rd or 4th round. Doing so leaves Rico Dowdle as the lead guy. Tony Pollard could barely get over 1,000 yards rushing last year. How do you think Dowdle is going to fare with a much worse offensive line? At this point, that is all we can hope for as Cowboys fans. The Cowboys don't have a lot of money to throw around, even with the restructured contracts of Zach Martin and Dak Prescott. As I mentioned above, they will go into next month's draft with 7 picks. Asking 7 rookies to step in and fill areas of need is a big ask. The Cowboys may not be trying to win in 2024. As much as it sucks, just look around. You can't possibly tell me you are all in with this approach. You may disagree here, but if I'm Micah Parsons or CeeDee Lamb, I would tell Jerry Jones to not pay me. I understand the point of getting your money, but you can get nearly the same amount somewhere else and have more success. I would love nothing more than for the Cowboys to draft a guy like Trey Benson and then watch him win Rookie of the Year. I just can't get over the fact that Jerry is trying to depend on all these unproven players again, because he doesn't want to make things work. The roster the Cowboys have right now will be lucky to win 9 games in 2024 with the teams they are slated to play. As long as Jerry can keep the media talking about him, good or bad. He doesn't care, just needs to make sure he gets that weekly radio show in. What a joke. As much as it sucks, the window is dang near closed. Jerry Jones has already wasted Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, and others who will go in the hall. Lamb has a chance, and Micah is well on his way, but as long as Jerry is here, this team is going to continue in this cycle over and over again. I can already tell 2024 is going to stink, and it hasn't even hit April yet. Dallas Cowboys pressed to replace Dak Prescott with 38 touchdown QB. The Dallas Cowboys did it yet again, and Dak Prescott, with the season on the line and legitimate expectations for a Super Bowl run from smart people both inside the Dallas building and media/analysts from outside, believed this 2023 squad was different. Prescott was in the discussion for NFL MVP this season and closed out arguably the best regular season of his career. The Cowboys entered Saturday's wild card round matchup as 2-score favorites over the Green Bay Packers, who have a first-year starting QB and the youngest roster in the NFL. Dak Prescott closed out the 2023 regular season ranked in the top 5 in several major categories for NFL QB. He came into Sunday's playoff matchup against the Green Bay Packers with 4,516 yards, third, 36 touchdowns, first, 9 interceptions and a QB rating of 72.5, second. Although some rolled their eyes when Jerry Jones and company decided to fire Kellen Moore at the end of last season, as he's regarded as one of the up-and-coming young and brilliant offensive minds, head coach Mike McCarthy took over play calling and the Dallas Cowboys offense looked elite for the majority of the year. Finally, Prescott and CeeDee Lamb found the perfect chemistry and emerged as arguably the top quarterback/wide receiver tandem in the league. Beyond Dak Prescott and the explosive offense that averaged 389 yards and 30 points per game and finished with 77 touchdowns in the regular season, the Dallas Cowboys had a defense that finished the season ranked 5th in the NFL. After another disappointing early exit in the playoffs, the Dallas Brass entered the offseason with more question marks than answers. Initially, the expectation was Jerry Jones and company would sign Prescott to a contract extension to free up cap space and keep the core of their star players in place. But in a recent development, reports have confirmed both Prescott and the Cowboys are going to let their franchise QB finish out his current deal, making him a free agent after 2024. With the Cowboys' future at quarterback beyond 2024 a question mark, former general manager and current ESPN NFL analyst Mike Tannenbaum suggests that Dallas select University of Washington quarterback Michael Penix Jr. in the 2024 NFL Draft. Tannenbaum makes the comparison to when the Green Bay Packers selected Jordan Love when they still had Aaron Rodgers and the Baltimore Ravens selecting Lamar Jackson when they had Joe Flacco. Tannenbaum discussed the scenario while appearing on ESPN's Get Up on Friday, March 29. "This is about taking advantage of an opportunity," Tannenbaum said. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation of Michael Penix Jr.? Leave your opinion in the comments.